What's up, guys? Welcome back to House Flipper Remastered. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we tackled the Green Haven job, and today we're going to continue on with the next one out in Hart Valley. This one is titled Home Sweet Home. It says for the Campbells, family is everything. So they want their new home to be perfect for everyone. Their recently purchased home is a dream come true. Now both parents and their 3 kids will have their own cozy spaces. Create a warm and welcoming home where they can continue to grow closer as a family.
My husband and I have always put our family's happiness first. We loved our old home, but lately it started feeling too small. Our kids are growing up, and each of them needs more space. Our son Jerry is about to start high school.
Jerry!
A teenager should have his own room.
Classic Jerry!
Lucy and Cindy are still little, so they will feel safer together. We also want a space where the whole family can bond over shared activities.
A bowling alley, perhaps?
And then there's the garden. Please
Theater
take
room?
care of it so we can all stay close to nature.
Okay.
Maybe a small playground and a pool would be a good addition. I can already tell
agree.
this place will bring our family even closer together.
Home sweet home. Yo, I'm seeing an underground garage? That's pretty sick. That is pretty sick. Okay, we already know how to plant plants, but appreciate the hot tip there. Look at this. As is tradition, if there is a garage, we're gonna enter the house through it. I don't know why, but that is sort of tradition, you know? We do be doing that. We got a little, what would this be? An A3? I guess it could be an S3 as well. Audi A3, S3. Anyways, let's go upstairs. So that is a basement garage. First of its kind. As we make our rounds here, I'm just gonna try to get as much cleaned up as we possibly can. We've got a decent sized living room in here. I'm loving the windows. The curtains look good. And then, as is the case with pretty much every home that we've ever worked on, it's nice, but for whatever reason, it is just filled with junk. Got some more like wine bottles back there. Maybe somebody was throwing a party in here. I don't know. And like, how did the graffiti get on the walls? That could have been from a party as well, I suppose. Got some old dishes in the sink. Okay, that stuff's all fine. What the heck is that? Kitchen's pretty nice though. I like the brick mantle looking thing over the stove. Looks pretty solid. This is the dining room space. I'm noticing on the minimap as well, there are many walls that we're gonna have to demolish and also build new ones. A little bit more trash over here. The plants are sort of getting in the way, making it hard to get in behind here. A little bit more chittle there on the table. And I think that's everything. Oh, there's one more thing on the center of the table. What is that though? Oh, you know what? It's glass. It was glass under the table. Seems like that's all the trash in those rooms, though. Got a little bathroom in here with more garbage, of course. Decent-sized little bathroom, though. We're going to be demolishing it. I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty big job. But I'm ready for it, I think. I didn't really get very good sleep last night, but hopefully that doesn't matter. What about back here? Ooh, laundry room. Okay. Some old dirty clothes on the floor. That, I think we're just going to make a little bit smaller by the looks of the mini-map. Time to head upstairs, though. 3 floors on this place. That's crazy. Definitely got our work cut out for us. Couple of coffee cups. I like this area, too. This is nice. Is that a candle? Okay. It's like a Celtic knot candle. Haven't seen one of those before either. Was that what I think it was? Yo, I think somebody might have left their... Oh, there's a sock. Somebody might have left their bra on the floor. We'll make the bed for him, even though we're probably going to be getting rid of most everything in these rooms. Just like an electrical cable in the bathroom as well. That doesn't seem very safe. I think that's it for this side, though. Some exposed brick as well. I know I said this during the previous job, but how do places like this get to this point? I wish we had a little backstory as to, like, what happened in this house before these people bought it. You know what I mean? Some of the time you can go through the jobs and sort of, like, answer your own questions and like, you know, fill in the blanks. But with this one, I don't really think that's possible. I'm going with party that just got out of hand, and then maybe, hear me out, maybe it was a party. What is over here? More booze bottles. Maybe it was a party to celebrate the previous owners buying a new house and moving somewhere else. There's another bra just chilling there. We've seen it all now. I mean, I'm talking about the house. Like, we've seen the whole house. So let's go probably outside next. We're gonna make our way through the front door for the very first time. Yeah, tons more trash out here. Let's do this, pick up some weeds, and then I might mow before we get too carried away with anything else. That way, when we do start, you know, like working on the garden portion of this, we won't have any of this tall grass to worry about. It'll hopefully make our job a little bit easier. That takes care of that. I noticed they don't really have a lot of space around the back of the property, so that means if they do want a swimming pool, I think we're gonna install our first ever front yard pool, which is an interesting choice, but I'm sure it'll look just fine. Wait a minute. They really do want us to mow the lawn. All right. I'm not wasting any time then. Whoops. Let's get out the old lawnmower here. We'll crank up the speed, crank up the horsepower, and get to work. Alright, that's all she wrote. Unfortunately, the yard isn't that big. So fortunately, it didn't take us that long, but like I said last time, I really do kind of enjoy cutting grass. And the like piles of brick or whatever that were in the front yard, it seems to have killed a good majority of the grass, so I'm hoping that the pool will maybe cover that up, otherwise it's just gonna stay looking bad. Oh, it's an above-ground pool. Okay, that's so much more acceptable. I thought they were gonna do like a in-ground type of thing. You know what? We should probably head back inside. We'll start down low first. And just make sure everything's nice and clean. So we're gonna need our handy-dandy mop for that. Got a little bit of dirt, a little bit of debris up here on this wall. And I think that's it for the garage. Nice and simple. But we definitely have to take care of all of the graffiti in here. That's not a good look for a family. Oh, the bucket of plaster. Yo, it's been so long since we've had to do this. Let's just type plaster. There she is. I cannot do it now. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Oh yeah, and then that's a separate tool, even though it looks exactly the same. We just gotta fill that. And it just paint matched itself. Gotta love it. There should definitely be plaster here. Yeah, no, I already did that. We didn't even step foot out onto the balcony. Look at the goosers, dude! That would have been the most opportune moment for me to say, look at all those chickens, and I blew it. That's okay, we'll get them next time, right? Since there isn't anything for us to sell down here in the garage, I think that's where we're gonna get started first. All that we have to do is build some walls. Oh, the gray outline. Here I am trying to utilize the mini-map for this. That ghost outline really comes in handy. And we just need 4 lintels up top. Easy dub. All right, now we just have to buy objects and lay some wall tiles. Oh, we're just gonna continue this masonry stuff on this side, I would imagine. And then in here, we're gonna paint it and do some other... Oh, that's floor tiles, never mind. Okay, so we're painting the walls basically a light brown. Sounds good to me. Up here, though, we have to sell a lot of stuff. So we'll get after it. I'm not gonna lie, I sort of forgot that we can use our scroll wheel to do like larger selections for selling stuff. So that's my bad. We probably could have done this a little bit faster. But the only other thing that I forgot, I think, are those 2 windows. Okay. Main floor, done. We'll head up a floor. And then we get to do some demolition. I'm really, really looking forward to that. Lights are staying. Oh, okay, this area is actually good. Into the bedrooms, we're gonna be selling all of this. That's it. We are looking good. Dude, I'm really curious to see what they're gonna do with this room, because this used to be, I think, a shared bathroom between... Well, no, it wouldn't have been shared. I was gonna say between this bedroom and that other one, but this one had... This is the master. It had, like, an attached bath. There was a double vanity in here, which just seemed kind of strange to me. Let's head back down, and we will start the demolition process. All right. It was kind of difficult with some of these walls. Like, I missed this one completely. Oh, and there's a whole other section over there. But it was kind of difficult with some of these to, like, see which walls needed to be demolished. Because, like, that room, for example, was yellow. So when it's highlighted in red, it just looked like a slightly darker orange. I don't know. It was interesting. I've never struggled with that before, but thankfully we did have the mini map, so I was able to find all of them. Okay, that's it for the demo upstairs. Now we get to start building out some new walls. So we do a big wall there. Swap to our lintels real quick. That's gonna go right yonder, and then this is getting filled in completely. This used to be a door. Now through the old bathroom door, let's see what we've got to do in here, if anything. This is going to be a new room. No more bathroom, I don't think. We'll figure it out. Right now it's feeling kind of strange. Okay, and this room has just been made larger as well. Surely they're still going to have a bathroom though, right? Maybe not. Maybe they've sacrificed the bathroom so that they could have a 3-bedroom upstairs. That's the only thing that I can think of for that. But we're gonna fill this in. We're gonna do sort of like a slight arched opening. Oh my. I always scroll past it. Every single time. I am happy to see that they're not getting rid of this living room and kitchen, because they do look nice. The kitchen is on the smaller side, sure. But it seems alright. Okay, I missed one of those outlets. That's something else I noticed when we were selling things, is like all of the outlets, except for that one, had to be sold off. Okay, and that one's staying. Kitchen, also staying. Right on. Well, all we have left to do in these rooms then, wait. We're selling that light now. I don't think I would have missed that from before, but maybe I did. And then back in here, this is all staying. Yeah. Let's head downstairs to what used to be just a garage. And they need a door. The door's probably going to be in here. Yes, sir. Ooh, hang on. Let me get a good feel for woodwork, because I'm gonna just try to match that like we did on the previous one. I felt like that worked out really well. Brown oak is what they're rocking with, at least up here. We'll check upstairs too. Of course, there's not much left up here. That's gonna be a dark gray. Okay. So we could do a dark gray if it's a painted thing, but if it's wood, we could do brown oak. So this is a dark gray type of situation then. Let's rotate it around so it'll open up this way. That looks good. That looks really good. Something that I've never even thought of until after I hung some doors recently. Doors don't open like this. Like that, I mean. They're usually hinged one direction. This door should probably, I mean, just by the look of it, only open this way, but never that way. I mean, obviously they had to do it so you could still go through the door no matter what side of it you're on. But I just found that a little interesting. All right, and here is going to be a theater room of sorts. And in here, they just want a little bit more garage decor. Before we start buying stuff, though, you already know we're gonna have to go through and get all the walls and flooring taken care of. If you don't do that and you try to go through and buy a whole bunch of stuff, 9 times out of 10, that thing that you just bought is gonna completely block you from applying a wall paneling or tile or, well, I guess the floor you can do, but You know what I mean. You're picking up what I'm putting down. I kind of done goofed on this one a little bit. I didn't realize that the tile that was in here already on like that whole wall was the same tile that we were gonna use. So I bought a little too much, but that's okay. We will just continue on to the next room. And here we've got a choice of 2 different panels. So let's see. Actually, let's drop these in first so we can kind of figure out what we're working with. That has a nice brown woodwork on top and bottom, and I think it's just a drywall. Like the white portion of it is just painted white drywall. I think I want to have like the herringbone looking stuff up here, like from this corner up and around. Maybe we'll stop around there. And then everywhere else will be this stuff. Oh. There's not even any, I think there's supposed to be brown trim on the top as well, but it doesn't really show up. You know what? Maybe we'll only do this. I don't know what they want. I wish they would just tell me what they want. Maybe we'll just do this up to this corner or something. Because I think it's gonna look kind of strange if we skip the window. Let me just show you guys real quick what I'm thinking. All right. Like that. Just that little bit there. And you know what? Maybe here too. I don't know. I'm just gonna run it and hopefully it ends up looking halfway decent. Holy cow. That was a lot. That was a lot. Quick side note. This paint color is called Spicy Cookie. Just thought I should maybe mention that. In this room, I did try to do like the full wall with that herringbone wood thing, like all the way up the whole wall. Golly, I really wish I would have slept more last night. I didn't like it. I thought it looked really bad, especially when we like tried to apply it to these roof bits, like interior roof pieces. So we've done the half version with the drywall on top and then the wood paneling on the bottom. They also had us add in this sliding glass door. I'm assuming we're gonna put a balcony. Oh yeah, I should probably patch up that carpet bit too. I'm assuming, whoops, that we're going to, oh no, now I can't do it. Wait, what if I do this? There's just a little bit of concrete showing underneath that sliding glass door. There it is, that looks better. But I'm assuming we're gonna be putting a balcony out there, but I don't know if I really got the wood color or type correct. So we may end up having to come back to that and change it up, but it's all good. We can do that now, thankfully. You guys will know this if you've been watching the channel for a while, but I personally love adding woodwork around the base of all the walls, but for a lot of these jobs, I'm really glad that they don't want us to do that, because a lot like painting and paneling and stuff, it takes a really long time. Usually though, I would say the end result is worth it. I will continue to do that on homes that we own and are flipping on our own, but for these job houses, I'm not going to take the extra time to do it. It doesn't seem worth it, and actually it would just eat into our budget. So it's probably best that we don't mess around with that. But enough yapping. Let's head back out front, and I want to see where this balcony is supposed to go. I mean, obviously it's got to go underneath that sliding glass door we just put in. But what wood type, or I guess color, do we do? Oh, we could just panel it. They don't have that as an option here, so we're gonna wing it. But it's looking like it's gray, maybe? Oh, black wood. Metal is undefined. I'm assuming it's black though, because that didn't change anything. So let's head on back over here and install this brand spanking new one. Black wood, black metal trim. Ooh, the ghost outline. Clutch. That's going right there and right here. And then on the ends, obviously we just have to wrap it around a little bit. So this one's gonna go right there. And then we need the same thing but flipped for the opposite side, or opposite end. Like that. Dude, that's nice. That's looking real good. Okay, now I've got to struggle to try to find this texture in the store. What about this one? That looks kind of close. Looking at it a little bit closer, I don't think that that's it. No. It is very close, but yeah, that's not the one, unfortunately. Okay. We'll keep trying. We will just keep trying then. Here it is. The hummin' brick. Human. Human brick? Can they do that? Survey says that's the one. 100%. How are we supposed to get like the top portion though? Maybe if we go back out onto the balcony, they'll be asking us to like apply a tile to the floor of it. I'm not gonna lie though, now that I know that the entire property is built out of human brick, I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared to be here. Any tasks? No tasks. Okay, well, in that case, I want to get it looking right, you know? So we're gonna try to match this now. Like I said before, it would be super cool if we could, yeah, that's just gonna give us the black wood. If we could, like, copy materials, I mean, we can duplicate it, and that would give us the right material. That probably would have been easier. But I think I've seen that tile that's used over there in the store before. Actually, I think I saw it when I was looking for the exterior stuff. Like, is it not this one? The tiles look a little small. And, like, what is this? Why is this locked all of a sudden? Surely we would have used whatever tool that is before. Whoops. Classic right-click on accident. That looks pretty darn similar, if you ask me. Okay, take this in real quick. Remember it. We're gonna go to the other balcony. That's not it. It's darn close. It is darn close. This one doesn't have the texture. Like, the color's pretty close, I think. But it's missing that little bit of texture. I think it's this one. These look rectangular, though. Whoops. These don't look like squares. Oh, no. Okay. We've got it now. As for that sliding glass door, I mean, all of the windows and other doors up here are just black wood. So I'm thinking that we should probably just do the same for this. Otherwise, it might look a little strange. We'll head back out front real quick and see what we think about all those changes that we just did. Oh, stunning. I love it. I love it. That's perfect. It's time to turn our attention to the front yard. Or I guess the yard in general. We'll see if they, like, have a certain spot in mind for this stuff. No. I can't imagine any of this is going to fit round back. I mean, there's pavers back there that are going to get in the way. We'd have to sell those. So let's just try to make this work, I guess. Oh, that's kind of cute. I've never seen that before. So they had asked for a yellow, whatever this thing is called. And I'm not really vibing with that. I think we're going to have to make an executive decision and just change the color up on that a little bit. I might also add a couple more of these pavers. Let's see if we can duplicate these. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. I'm going to bring this out a little bit further. Maybe just one more. That way they have at least some sort of a path leading to this thing. Because although they probably don't care, I didn't want to have a bunch of stuff, and we still have a playground to install somewhere, but I didn't want to have a bunch of stuff like right in front of the house. That just generally looks sort of bad. And since they had two water features for us to choose from, a pool or a koi pond, I decided to put the koi pond in front, and almost pretty much in the center of the house, because this is lower profile. It looks more nature-y, I guess. Whereas an above ground pool doesn't really work as well, I don't think. What I want to see though next is whether or not we could put the playground over here, and if it'll still count towards our garden area. Looks like it will. The grill won't though. It's just far enough under this roof line, I guess, where it doesn't count. So I could do more pavers. I think I'm just going to try to leave the grill like maybe here. Somewhere in between both the playground and whatever this little gazebo thing was called. That doesn't look bad though. In fact, I think that looks kind of nice. But the color of this thing has to be changed. You know, sometimes you just need to take a few steps back and take it all in. I think we did a pretty good job up here. I was really worried about adding stuff in the front yard. You know, you don't want to cover up the house, especially a home as beautiful as this one is. Even though it's made out of human brick, we're just gonna not talk about that or bring it up ever again. It's a little scary. I did end up making a standalone pad for the grill, just so it didn't look out of place up here. We've got the dog house. They didn't tell us their dog's name, otherwise I would have wrote the name up there. And then I tried really, really hard to match this same wood texture, wood color for the playground, and then also the dog house as well. Growing up, we always had like redwood playgrounds. My parents actually worked for a playground company. When I was a wee lad, we'd head into the malls and set up these playgrounds, and then my brother and I, we'd have it all like roped off, you know, so the general public couldn't get in there, but my brother and I would just like go down the slides over and over and over again and swing on the swings to try to sell it. I don't know that I should have said that. Actually, that sort of sounds like child labor, but we were just having fun. You know, we were just playing on playgrounds inside of a mall. It was a good memory for me, so don't come at my parents about that, all right? They were doing their best. In the garage, we're going to do basic garage things, nothing super crazy. 3 lights and a light switch. We'll tackle that first, and then add in the basic garage necessities. We've got a vise mounted to a desk, which I guess is their makeshift workbench. Bunch of miscellaneous tools, a little tool chest I'm super jealous of. I wish I had one of those suckers. And then a shelf in the corner with 3 lights on the ceiling. Super basic, super simple, like I said. Now, moving into this area, let's see what we've got. A little hopscotch mat. That's cool. Table football? Isn't this called foosball? Or am I getting that confused with another similar thing? I feel like I've brought this up before. We're gonna move on. Not super important. Got a game stand as well. Ooh, that's cool. This is new. Look at that, dude. We've ramped things up. We've got a VR headset over there now. And a bunch of controllers. Hopefully we can make them Toogii spec. That's the VR headset. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Anything else major? You know what? This is a major piece. Is that a climbing wall? Yo, what? Here I am talking about how cool I thought my childhood was. We didn't have it like this. We didn't have it like these kids do. That's crazy. And there's no like pad for them to fall back onto, which is a little sketch, but they're not our kids, you know? They're not our kids. Let's do black metal color. Oh, that's the trim on the sides. That can be black as well. We got to find a good spot for this first, I think, since it's one of the larger items in the room. We could do it over here, but I think there were 2 L-shaped couches, right? Yeah, they're sort of crescent-shaped, I guess. Oh, we could put them like that, though. Hang on, hang on, hang on. What if we rotated them like 45 degrees like this? Could we put them next to one another? Yeah, we could do that. I think I want to do that. Not every seat in the house is going to have a good view of the projector, but if we just move this back against the wall a little bit, I think that could work. Imagine being a kid and this is your hangout spot. Dude, this is so sick. For an extra layer of protection, I did put the hopscotch board, since it's like foam, I think, directly underneath of the climbing wall. Just, you know, just to be on the safe side. Got a little blanket basket over here in the corner, some board games. Could we fit the board games in there? No. Okay. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get these controllers to be quite Toogii spec. They're pretty darn close, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, Editor Toogii, could you please kill the green screen for a second? I don't know why. This is clearly yellow, not green, but the green screen will key it out. This is Toogii spec, though. We got the light blue, we got the pastel pink, we got the neon yellow, you know, kind of the channel colors. If you've been watching for a long time... Oh, you can bring the green screen back, by the way. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, you already know about that. But in case there's anyone new here, just thought I'd fill you in. Oh, yeah, and then we've got the... Oh, it's got lights? Somewhere. Not seeing them. Oh, they're around the front here. But yeah, we've got the little teepee over there underneath the staircase. And that's it. The game calls this a gym. Whose gym? Now, I think we're going to have to do a little bit of YouTube magic in some of these not so impressive rooms. So this is going to be a laundry room. Here we go. I stand corrected. It's actually a bathroom / laundry room combo. My bad, my bad. Also, we do still have 2 more items that need to be placed down in here. And I didn't do them before because I was kind of standing in that corner, you know, for the snap transition, and it just wouldn't have worked if there was something there, because then the camera angle would have been weird. That's the bathroom / laundry room done. Why does that installation seem uninstalled? 69. Nice. All right. Anyways, next not so interesting room is up here. Let me just make sure that there's nothing gonna go in this corner. Something's probably gonna go here. You know what? It's fine. We'll make it work. Here we go. You see what I mean, though? Wait a minute. I don't know if you guys caught that, but this room, the reflections in the room just updated. That was kind of bizarre, because I didn't see this painting in the reflection before. I also might have messed up the framing of that too, because there's like a big wardrobe in the way, so I can't really see where the corner is. I usually put my cursor in the corner of the room. But you see what I mean? It's not like a super impressive space, so it's easy to gloss over these smaller rooms. Now, moving into, let's see, do we have anything to do in here? No. Okay, so moving into the dining room? Rich people, dude. They've got multiple rooms just to sit in. Crazy. That's crazy work. Ooh, and more human brick, too. Nice. Wait a minute, this is huge. We've got a ghost outline for the new couch, and also for this dresser. Okay, maybe not huge, but that is nice just to know they knew where a few things were going to go in here. It's kind of hard to see, but there is also another ghost outline for the fireplace, so that takes care of that. Me, personally, I was gonna like put it into this corner here, but it's probably better out further away from that. Okay, a coffee table. That's probably gonna go here, I would have to guess. And then what else do we have? Okay, 8 chairs. So there is a big table. We do have a rather large table going in here. And I think I'm going to put it this direction. Kind of centered on that. And now we have 8 chairs going around here. This needs to be a little bit closer to the other one. And we'll see if we can push this one in slightly. Oh no, you know what? The leg of the table's getting in the way. That looks good though. Sometimes, honestly, I think it looks a bit odd if all the tables, if all of the chairs are like perfectly in a row. I mean, it just makes the house look like it's never been touched, ever. And things are, you know, perfect isn't always the best thing, coming from the guy with AC/DC. That checks out. All right, dog bowls. We got a water and a food bowl. I'm thinking, well, that's going to be a heavily trafficked area with the staircase being there. So let's put that over here. We'll do that one 0.15 away from the wall. And then this one 0.15 away from the fireplace. Wasn't this vase in the house to begin with? Dude, I swear we saw that thing before and sold it. Maybe they just needed a new one? I don't know. Where do we put this? Actually, that seems like a decent spot for it. I dig it. I dig it. Oh, mirror. Hang on. Mirror's probably gonna go above this. That still works. Yeah, that still works. Wait. Can we put this on the mantle, or is it too big for the mantle? Too big. Too big. Probably better over there. This little clock Maybe we could put that above the mantle. Okay, I'm digging that a little bit. That looks pretty close to center. And then we've got a flower vase. You know what? Let's put that on the coffee table. That looks nice. And then there's no center decoration for the dining room table. We just collected some rent again, dude. We're making buku bucks. Since there's no centerpiece, I think we'll use the light fixture as the centerpiece. That looks nice. Is it on? Now it is. All right, cool. Last but certainly not least, we have some lamps. I wonder, yeah, we could fit one back there. 1.5 off of the floor. Same thing over here, 1.5 off the floor. And then we'll do one here. 1.5 probably again. Why does that look so much... Why does that look so much higher? Oh, it's going 1.5 off the dog food and water. Hang on, let's do this side first then in that case. And then we'll just kind of eyeball it. It's a risky maneuver. Oh, wait, no, we don't have to eyeball it. 0.8 from the ceiling. That's how it's done right there, ladies and gents. That is who the heck I is right there, man. It's a good looking room. Again, I don't know about the whole like additional sitting room thing. Rich people, man, I tell you. We're done in here though. Now we get to make our way upstairs. And to be completely and totally honest with you guys, I am super strapped for time. So I think we're gonna have to do some YouTube magic for these 3 rooms up here as well. Sorry. Really, really am sorry, but sometimes we gotta do it. Here we go. Clearly, this is a children's room, because, I mean, it says over there on the right. But also, you can just tell because of the way it is. Something that I noticed I thought was really funny is on the borders of this super cute puppy photo, it's the same puppy photo, but squooshed like a lot. And I think it's the same, yeah, on all 4 sides of it. Only I would notice something like that. You're probably wondering, Toogii, why are there 3 light switches in this room? And I kind of want to know why as well. I have no idea, but it was... I mean, look at this. It was asked for. 3 separate light switches. I don't know what these kids got going on in here, but there's 3 separate switches for them. I'm imagining that maybe one switch is for these. Also, the little... nightstands here, super cute. I've never seen those before, and I really, really like those. But yeah, I don't know what else the other 2 light switches would be used for. Kind of a cool little chandelier up there on the ceiling as well. We've got 2 desks for them. They had 2 girls, I believe. This is the 2 girls' bedroom. So, with that one now finished up, it also has a door now as well. We're going to move into what I believe to be their son's bedroom. Didn't they say they had a son? That was only 2.5 hours ago, and I already can't remember. This is probably a bad corner. I'm having a really tough time choosing which corner to stand in. I mean, these are the best options. I'm gonna look at that point right there, and here we go. I done goofed on this one too. I stood in the complete wrong corner, but that's okay. We didn't really have any good options, and the only thing that we have left to do is add in another one of those wardrobes. Kind of a unique shape room to start, but also unique layout. Is that the same thing? Doesn't matter. I decided to just stick with the like default colorways and wood types for everything in both this room and in the girls' room back in here. And I think they have good taste. Would I have done it a little bit differently? Maybe. Probably, yeah. But I don't think it looks bad. They've got a little spot for their dog over here too. Oh, how could I resist? That's so good. And then if you pick it up and right click, it goes back to where you found it. Nice. Solid room though. It's sort of giving I wanna be or think I'm a vampire, kind of. I don't mean that in a bad way. That's just how it's coming across to me. It's the curtains, really, more than anything else. Here's the final room in the whole property. I'm gonna get this door opened up the other direction. And I think I'm gonna stand right here. This should be the parents' bedroom, I think. Here goes nothing. Ain't no way. Ain't no way 2 full-grown adults are fitting in this teeny tiny bed, dog. I don't buy that. I don't buy that for 1 minute. Somebody is sleeping in the doghouse out front. Oh, also, they have rats. So I'm gonna put the rat cage in the corner that I was standing in, which is why I didn't do it beforehand, because I kind of needed to stand there some more. That seems good. Oh, we can fill it with food. Nice. We've got a little salad for them. Tasty. Beautiful. You know what they say? Keep your family close and your rats closer. Why is that? They were trying to escape already. Crazy work. Over here in the corner, we have a shark thing. This is just an odd, I mean, this is such a weird room, is it not? I mean, these 2 people, they gotta be pretty funky, because I'm just getting some real funky vibes from this. And like the poster that says you're breathtaking, not that there's anything wrong with that. A little positive affirmation or whatever that's called. That's cool. I don't know though. It's just a little weird. Maybe it's the way that I laid it out too. That very well could be the case. One final look at all those chickens, and we're done. Oh, I gotta get a thumbnail, and then we're done. Our work here is done, ladies and gents. Why does it sound like we're hitting a firecracker on a skateboard down the staircase? Is it like that all the time? Okay. Kinda weird. I just was coming down here to get that garage door all closed up. Let's go ahead and complete the job officially. Once again, we're only getting paid. Wait a minute. That's the exact same dollar amount that we were paid out for the previous job. There's a conspiracy here. I don't know what it is yet, but there's gotta be a reason. Oh, that looks so good. There's gotta be a reason that we're getting paid the exact same amount on each and every job. Right? Maybe the payment spells something out. You know how numbers can sometimes look like letters? I'm not saying it's impossible. And now that we're back at home, I really have to skedaddle, unfortunately. So that is where we're gonna have to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.